Hey everyone, Liz from Turtle Dove. How's everyone doing? Well, I'm making tea this evening and I thought I would show you and take you through what I make tonight. So tonight's tea on the menu is a Leek Gnocchi, which I got the recipe from the Woolworths supermarket. I think they have a weekly, or is it monthly, little mag out, and they have a few recipes and just show you some products in those magazines. So I'm going to turn the camera down and take you through, well actually I'll take you through the ingredients and then I'll reposition the camera so that you can see what I'm doing. So I won't be writing this recipe out in the description for you, so just if you want to use the recipe, just take notes as you go. So just pause the video and yeah, grab a pen and some paper so you can jot it down. I'm the type of person with some recipes that I just throw in my own things and add less or more of whatever I want anyway. So for this one leek, I've already washed that. Now you can use ham, like sandwich ham, but that's what I normally use, but today I'm just going to use some bacon. This one it's 200 grams of bacon, and I'll cut the fat off of that one. Bit of salt and pepper. Actually no salt. Pepper and some thyme, and I'm going to ground that down. So if you can get ground thyme, do that. I've got a mortar and pestle and I'll be just grinding some down myself. Of course, some gnocchi. This is, I think, 500 grams, yes. And this is the small type. It's a really yummy recipe and really easy. Okay, a cup of stock. I'm going to make my own stock. So I've just used a cup of water and I'll be adding some of my gourmet Vegeta stock. And then a cup of cream, cooking cream. And then about a cup of grated cheese. A bit of oil to fry the leek in, and that's about it, I think. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. I'm just going to grab my mortar and pestle, reposition the camera, and I'll see you in a sec. Okay, I hope you can see everything okay. This is my dish rack. Right. Now, I should have put more over this side because I'm left-handed. But anyway, okay, I'm just going to, I've got my pot ready. I'm going to put a bit of oil in there so that I can add the leek to that and cook that down. Just about a tablespoon or so of oil. Just enough to cook the leek down with. Now, I've really washed this leek. The only thing I hate about leek is the fact that in between all the layers, you can get some grit and dirt. And there's nothing worse than biting on a little bit of grit. So I slice the leek down half and then just pull each individual layer away and then run it under the tap. So hopefully I've got everything. But all you do is, nearly lost that one, cut the leek down, chop it up. Keep it as small or as big as you like. And this is a good dish for either winter or summer, or anywhere in between. Okay, just do the other half. And I like to cook the leek down a fair bit to make sure it's nice and soft. So I'm preheating the oven, and once this is all ready, I'm going to pour it in a casserole dish and then reheat it in the oven. So, okay, I'll just put that in here as well. And then I'm going to put this on the stove and cook this down, probably about 5 minutes or so. So I'll just do that now. Okay, so while that's cooking down, I'm going to cut the bacon up. Once the leek's cooked down, I'll throw the bacon in. If I'm using sandwich ham, or the deli cut ham I think you can call it, I don't cook that. I'll just chop that up and then sprinkle that on top of the casserole. So I don't like the extra fat. I don't mind it when you're frying, but I'll take the excess fat off. I've got enough of that. Okay. I'll just cook this a little bit, not too much, just enough to brown it slightly. That's all you need. Okay, so that's ready. Once the leek is cooked down, I will add that to it and cook it for another couple of minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to grind some of these thyme leaves, and I'm using a big pinch of it because I don't like an overwhelming taste of thyme. I just like to enhance the meal. So I'll just grind that down. I just want to use that up before I buy any more thyme because I don't have enough room in my spice cabinet. Okay, so I'll just add that to the dish later. So I'll put these next to the stove. Now I'll just open this up ready and put that near the stove as well. Okay, so to the stock, which I will make mine into a stock now by adding some of this. I'll leave this out because I might add more, but it's easier to taste as you go, and the cheese can make things very salty too. So I think I'll be alright with just the 1 teaspoon, but I can adjust it, so I'll leave this near the stove as well. And then I'm just going to pour another cup of this cream to that stock to make 2 cups all up. So 1 cup of stock and 1 cup of cream. Now I can't see the measurement. Okay, put my finger there. There we go. I've got some left. Going to stir that together, and that is going to be added to the leek and the bacon. Now I'm pretty sure the recipe called for a cup of grated cheese. I just put a handful of the grated cheese into the stock and the cream, not too much, just a little bit, and then the rest I'm going to pour on top of the casserole before I put it in the oven. I've got another packet here just in case I run out, so I'll leave that there. And this dish is really good. Use it as a casserole dish, and then when things are cooled down and if you have any leftovers, you just pop this lid on and you can put it in the refrigerator. So casserole. Makes a good lasagna as well. Okay, so I'm going to move you over to the oven. Once the leek and bacon has been cooked, that's the oven reheated or preheated. So I'm just going to add the bacon. So I'm just going to cook this down for a few minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, I'll just give this another minute. I'll add the thyme. This is just a little mortar and pestle. I need to get a bigger one for pastes and things. They're really good. I'm just scared of dropping them and then cracking my tiles. Okay, and a little bit of pepper. Oh, that one's the new one. I'll use the old one up first. This is white pepper. You can use cracked pepper if you want, or black pepper. And you know what? This is the first for me. I'm going to add a bit of ground garlic for the first time. Just a little bit. This tends to come out and gush out all at once. But you see what it's like to add a little bit of garlic. This is what I mean. I can chop and change things as I please. But that's not part of the recipe, the original recipe. Okay, so that looks nice and soft now. Just make sure the leek's nice and soft, unless you like it crunchy. Okay, so now I'm going to add the stock and cream. Just grab that, give it another bit of a stir. I'll turn it down because of the cheese. Just pour that in. Make sure you get all the cheese out. Heat up just a little bit. I'm going to keep an eye on it because I don't want the bottom of the pan burning. But basically I'm just going to warm it up until that cheese has melted through. And this is nice even in the summertime with a side salad. So I'm not going to make a side salad tonight. I might cut up a few slices of cucumber for the side though. That'll go nice with it. Cucumber's always refreshing, I think. Hubby and I dropped my mum off to the hospital earlier this week. She just had day surgery, so nothing major. But anyway, we went off to the Westfield shopping centre, which is a big shopping centre. I don't go there a lot, but we went into the food court and I had chicken satay. It was delicious, but way too much. And they had cucumber in the satay dish. And they don't overcook. It was carrots and cucumber and then a beautiful sauce with chicken. But yeah, real big chunks of cucumber, and it was only just soft, so it was still fairly crisp, but not too crisp, if you know what I mean. Just warmed through, and it was so nice. So I'm loving cucumber at the moment. Especially the Lebanese or the little ones. Lebanese cucumbers are nice. You can eat the outside of the Lebanese cucumbers. The regular cucumbers, they can be quite bitter, the green part. So I usually peel that off, but with the Lebanese cucumbers you don't have to, you can eat the whole thing. So okay, so that should be warm enough. I can't see any more of the cheese, so cheese pieces I should say. So I'm just going to pour the gnocchi in carefully without splashing myself and dropping them all over the floor. One went, no I didn't, I was lucky. And I think one went on the side somewhere, no it didn't. I might find one later, who knows. So I'm just going to warm that through, not too long. And I'm just, at this stage, I'm going to taste the sauce. I tend to like my food way too salty, so I'm trying to make an effort not to have it too salty. So you've got to be careful with this because the cheese is salty. That's perfect, I think. Just give it another few seconds. And that's what I like about this fajita too. It's vegan, and I think I mentioned it before on my channel, but I go on to this because of the lockdowns a couple of years ago, and my normal stock Massels little cubes, they were sold out, so this was all that was left, but I've never gone back. I love this. In fact, I'm going to put a tiny bit more in. This isn't over, it can be salty, believe me, but it's not as potent as the little stock cubes, I don't think. It's a bit easier to control the saltiness. I knew I'd put a bit more in. Okay, so this should be ready just to pour into the casserole, and then you just reheat it in the oven. Sprinkle a bit of cheese on there, give it about 20 minutes maybe in the oven, 15 minutes, and then it's ready. You let it sit for a little bit, and it tends to thicken up a bit. And yeah, let's pour this in the casserole. I think you can see, yep. Should put my apron on. Get every bit out. Don't want to waste anything. And this does us 2 meals. This will do lunch tomorrow as well. Unless hubby goes for seconds, which we're trying not to do. Sometimes I go for seconds too, but that's naughty. Okay, that'll do. This is so simple and easy, and it's quite cheap too. So just sprinkle a bit of cheese on the top. I'll just use the rest of this up. So yeah, it's probably about a cup of grated cheese all up, and then that's ready to go in the oven, which I've preheated, and I will show you when it's ready. Okay, so this has been cooking in moderate oven for 15 minutes, and this is the end result. It looks scrumptious. A really nice leek and bacon creamy sauce with the gnocchi. And it's good timing because hubby just got home as well. So I'm going to dish it up. We are going to eat it. This has been sitting for a good 10 minutes from the oven as well. and that tends to thicken it up a little bit more. Look how nice that is. Really easy, and it doesn't use a lot of meat, so there we go. So let me know if you end up trying this recipe. It's you can really get it together in a good 15 minutes, I think. A really quick and tasty meal to make. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. We are going to enjoy our tea now, and we will see you next time. Take care. Bye for now.